Hello, collective, and welcome to a reading with Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology. It's so good to have all of you here. I have really been working to bring my social media presence up, and what I've been trying to do is little tests with my audience on Instagram and on YouTube to see what it is that they're interested in. So we found that Pisces is popping in the YouTube space. So Pisces is been getting a lot of videos, but the rest of these signs are not really watching. So I decided that I'm going to try out something new where we'll be doing a collective message so that hopefully I can pick up on the energy of those who need to hear this message that will be watching this video today from both YouTube and Instagram, regardless of your sign. I hope that there is a message in this reading for you. Keep in mind that this is a general message, so not all messages will resonate with you. And, kind of take what resonates and leave the rest, as most of the tarot readers say nowadays. All right, so collective. I was pulling for you guys, kind of pre-meditating, I should say, doing a little bit of shuffling. And the peacock animal spirit guide popped out a couple of times, as well as transformation through the butterfly. And I have a feeling that some of you are about to step into a new place in your life where there's a little more spotlight, a little more focus or emphasis on you as a person. Your title could be changing. You could also be moving up in your work, or just some kind of spotlight is being put on you, or you're working on being in the spotlight, like something to that degree is helping you transform into this whole new person. A new chapter is unfolding in your life. So I'm loving that for you guys. Let's go ahead and start our shuffle. If you want to get connected with me for a one-on-one reading, go ahead and message me on Instagram or go to the link in my description box to book. All right, so your first card is basically the Four of Cups. You're moving on from a period of stagnation, collective. I feel like a lot of you have been in a position where you have stayed for a while because there were lessons to learn. But now with this Eight of Wands coming out of here, you're ready to move forward. And you may have even communicated that to people in your immediate surroundings, whether that be bosses or friends or family, about this new incoming change into your life. So some of you, I feel like it's taking people by surprise. All right, so that's beautiful. What else can we know, Spirit? We're going to take the ones that flipped over. We have the Ten of Wands. So you've been carrying a lot on your shoulders. Ace of Swords, clarity. The Hierophant, an act of God, mastering yourself. And the beautiful, beautiful King of Pentacles. Wow, what a stud there. This is a really cool, fairy tale deck. It's called the Land of Stories Tarot. Found it on Etsy. It reminds me of a Disney movie meets anime. We have the Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords. So here's our Six of Swords. Here is our Seven of Swords. Take the two off the bottom. King of Swords. Five of Wands. Okay. All right. So bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. You're busy at work. Some of you, just like me, are working after hours. You're putting effort into an additional project, an additional plan. You're trying to chop it up in the workshop, so to speak, because there is work to do. You see a bigger purpose and plan for your life than just what you do at your 9-to-5 job, if that's where you are, just in the position you're in at home. Some of you are even looking to change what it looks like in your home and family life. So there's this desire to make more money, this desire to be more fruitful, to be more independent, even. I'm feeling for some of you. This is a time for you to really also focus on yourself, your physical body, your habits, routines. This is beautiful. I love this so much for you because you're working on becoming a better you. Below her is the Three of Wands. So it's like this bridge that she is creating. It's not the most stable, but I feel like a lot of you are trying to create a way forward in your life. And this requires you doing the best that you can in spite of your circumstances and really just doing it. I just see her taking like a leap or a risk. But you're trusting that there is a way to go forward, and you're willing to take chances and risks right now to make it happen. I don't see you playing it safe. I don't see you playing it small anymore, collective, because again, with this Four of Cups, you've come to a place in your life where what you've been doing, these three cups here, they don't do it for you anymore, or there is just not that same luster to this particular lifestyle way of being, this job, this relationship, the place that you've resided for most of your life, or where you've moved to and you've outgrown a certain situation, a certain career, a certain life path. And the beauty about this is this cup that's back here that you don't even see. It's not yet positioned in front of you, is here to really shake things up, make a difference in your life. And I feel like you are about to come into this new beginning with really no expectation of how beautiful and how sweet that cup, that new journey is going to be. So I really just don't even think with the Eight of Wands, I know that you've prepared yourself to exit, to leave. You are literally this little lizard here taking off into the wild unknown, right? You're just ready to do something different, to be a part of something bigger, to change your trajectory in your life, even though it's a daunting task to do this. And a lot of you are doing this alone. You're being asked to just hold on tight, to trust this process, trust the protection that you have. And honestly, through ups and downs, we learn a lot of lessons. So take this period to just let life come at you as it may. See how you land when it's all said and done. And understand that even then, there's more to the story. I feel like wherever this little lizard lands, it's going to be the start of the next chapter. So it's not like you go on this journey of change and once you get there, it's over. It's like, no, you're there. Now you take a step in a new direction. Okay. Wow. That's beautiful. I love the cards so much. Tarot is a language in itself. With this Ten of Wands here, I feel like you're using some of those wands to create this little passage forward. So along the way, with the burdens that you've carried, you've learned a thing or two. And all of the things that you're carrying that have been a lot on your plate are not all bad, is essentially what I'm trying to say. You have picked up valuable skills along the way. You have put yourself in the excuse me. You put yourself in the position to be able to not only go through life and learn hard lessons, but you've also learned a lot of valuable skills and lessons as well. So you take that with you, you put these burdens down, and you create a pathway forward for yourself that is in line with what you desire for life to look like. I feel like for a lot of you, this card is just telling me there's a lot of people pleasers In this group, there's a lot of people who have felt like they had to be in a relationship because they could not do better. A lot of people not seeing their true worth or their value. So they took on all of these stressors because they felt like they had to, because they felt like they had no choice. I'm here to tell you that you do have a choice. And now that you are more enlightened about the truth of who you are, about the truth of the situations you've been in, also the truth about the people that you've been entangled with, the bosses, the corrupt business strategies, and a lot of these jobs that we have, like the truth in family, backstabbers, and also positive truths about like, wow, like this is a new way forward for my life. Like I see so much clarity was begotten in the last couple of weeks to months for a lot of you, because you're like, I have to set out on this new path. And with that King of Swords, I see you also coming up with a practical plan to allow these new opportunities to come into your life, to fully fledge a pathway forward. It's like, I don't care anymore what has happened in my past, the conflict that I was in with all these different people who didn't understand what I was trying to do, who were in my way, who caused conflict in my life. It's like you're putting those people away and you're standing in your truth and your power, that you're setting off in a new direction. Even if that new direction does look a little bit scary with our little lizard friend here. With the Hierophant, I feel like a lot of you have really searched your soul for the truth. You may have gotten connected with church, a guru, a yogi, a spiritual advisor, a healer, a shaman, something of that nature, a pastor, a priest. There has been a lot of spiritual quest energy in this group, trying to find the way forward, trying to find out what is your purpose. How can you be of service, like this person back here? A lot of humility, and really just trying to like grow past your shortcomings. A lot of you have felt like you have fallen short of the ideals that I feel like you had of yourself, that you also felt like people had of you. Whether those are true or not is really, no difference, honestly, in probably how you felt. But some of those were self-imposed. I'll tell you that from what I feel here. You're just trying to figure out more about your day-to-day, your daily purpose, where you're headed, why you're going through these lessons. And I feel like there has been this enlightenment that you've gone through, where you now understand there's more to life, more to these experiences we have. You may have found that you're feeling like you're diving into your purpose a bit more. So the soul searching has been beautiful. And you're focused, honestly, just on your stability. This goes back to that 8 of Pentacles energy we saw at the beginning of the reading, where you're putting a lot of effort, a lot of work and time into yourself to grow your finances, to, really, what I just realized, this is the King of Wands, not the King of Pentacles, but I saw these tigers or lions and I was thinking, fire energy. Let me pause and take this in. I still feel like that King of Pentacles is necessary, but I want to definitely make sure I'm reading the cards properly for you guys. This one doesn't have any denotation of what it is, so I got confused. But I digress. So King of Wands. What I see now that I'm re-evaluating The King of Wands is also very determined, just like our King of Pentacles, if not more, because he's about fire, he's about energy, the heart of the lion, right? You have a light, a confidence about you, a generosity about you. You light up the rooms that you walk into. And there's a beautiful glow about the energy that you bring to the spaces and places that you frequent. I feel like as you step more and more into this truth, more into who you are, your overall appearance to the world is going to be that of someone who knows thyself. I feel like you had to potentially come off a little bit cold at first with the King of Swords. But as you kind of cut away the people that don't belong, the situations that no longer exist because you chose yourself, you begin to always have your sword behind you, but really embrace this energy of the King of Wands. Sitting in your power, knowing who you are, starting that business, being that person who is in charge of themselves, who has honor and pride in themselves. You know who you are. You're on that journey to know who you are. You're strategizing a way to get out of this. So I feel like, honestly, guys, pause. This was a little bit of future telling. So to get there, you're making this strategy where you're trying to figure out what's the best way to like get out of here. Full moon energy. A lot of endings, a lot of chapters that are closing for you. So what would be the best and easiest way for you to walk forward to find a new place that you want to go, to belong, to be a part of? And how can you get out of Dodge without making too much of a fuss? And honestly, again, a very solitary feel to this card. A lot of you are having to make these moves by yourself or with very little help from others. But when you finally figure out the strategy of how you want your life to progress, to move, to look like in the years to come, maybe you're working on that like 5-year plan. I feel like eventually you figure out, okay, this is how I set off. This is how I break ground. This is where we set trail. And you're going to begin to move in this new direction where there is some unfamiliar territory associated with it. All is not clear about where you're headed or where you're going. But I know that you have also been given a download from Spirit about where to go next or what to look for, or at least an idea of a future prospect for your life, a future connection that's waiting for you also is coming through. So trust the process of where you're headed and give yourself the time to really make this journey effective by doing the work first to figure out the best way to strategize that plan forward. This is going to require proper, like, sitting down, like working on yourselves, progress type energy. All right, we're going to pull a little oracle. I always like to end my readings with oracle. It wraps it up. So Spirit, what can we tell this group? They're setting their sights on a new horizon, working on themselves. Strategizing the best way to really live their life. You have a rabbit. Spirit, now is a lucky time. Rabbits came up earlier in my reading on Instagram. So luck is on your side right now. You have the intuitive hit. You might be seeing 777 as well. You have the intuitive hit of where to go. And now is a really good time to set off. You have the scarab beetle Spirit, magic works through you. You are magic. You literally can create something from nothing. You have the ability to like really open up an empire for yourself, a new way forward, a new path. Okay, we're going to take that. Card number 44, Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. Okay, that's that Queen of Wands. He's reclaiming his power, sitting in his throne, right? Do I want to take these? There's too many. There's so many. All right, let's just do it. Spirit said they're here. Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibility. So whatever dream, desire, goal you have for yourself, give it time. Because Spirit's not making you go in any specific direction. Just go in the direction that you feel called to go in. Koala Spirit, Spirit has a plan. So also be open to what God has in store for you. Source, the creator, Spirit. We have Parrot Spirit, watch your words. So even though you have to go into that energy of the King of Swords and the King of Wands, you don't need to become a person who just pushes everybody away either. You can know who you are without making other people feel inferior to you. You have Porcupine Spirit, time for beginner mind. You know what this means? You set off and you become a trailblazer, and you probably don't even know. Like we said, with that Four of Cups, you don't even see where this is going. So be ready for this new opportunity. Remember the infinite possibilities to come in and honestly to take you for a ride. And this is your last card here. Card number 3, Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. King of Swords. When you set healthy boundaries, you will be happier, healthier. You will not have people coming to you at all hours of the day with access to you. Your energy will be higher. Your happiness will be brighter. So just allow that energy of going through these shifts, knowing that you're probably going to get under some people's skin. They might get under yours as you're going through these transitions, and just to be kind and try to make sure that people know your boundaries. We're going to pull 3 cards from the Feminine Wisdom Guidebook. This is really going to be for all of us. Doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. It'll just be guidance that we need. All right. We got 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Wow. Twice. Boundaries. There is a reason why this is being called out twice in a row, 2 different decks. One, you could be learning how to set these healthy boundaries and you have been doing it. Some of you also, because I'm looking at the position of her. She looks a little cramped. I feel like Spirit's taking me a whole different direction. You might honestly be shutting out a lot of the blessings that want to come in for you because you are restricting yourself too much. So take that for who it resonates. Boundaries are beautiful, but like the last card said, healthy boundaries, right? So she's not like suffocating, but are you potentially like blocking out future possibilities, future potential, future partners? Because you are setting yourself up for failure by setting too high of standards, too high of boundaries, possibly. You have also grounding, which keeps coming up. A lot of us need to get back connected with nature because the earth is getting hit with so much energy from these solar flares as there's upgrades in our consciousness, in our bodies. So connecting with nature, putting your feet on the ground, being near water, having some plants, flowers in the home can help if you don't have a lot of access to the outdoors. Your phone background, your laptop background, like whatever the case is, just to bring some nature to you. Wearing beautiful colors. It is spring, so it's time for this. And also just to get yourself some actual sunshine, some contact with that skin would be beautiful for you. And our last card here is independence. So you're moving into a place where you're going to become more autonomous of yourself. And you will begin to see that this is just the beginning. You can see here, like there's one cycle of this lunar cycle, this lunation, right? Begin to set off in this new place, this place where you're working on you, right? Set out on this journey to find yourself, to be daring, to take risks, to go into new directions, and to believe in yourself, that you're capable, that you're powerful enough, that you are deserving enough of all of this beauty that wants to find you as well. Your life is unfolding before your eyes, collective. Don't block yourself out, though, from opportunities that do want to come in to assist you in your upgrades. Trust the process. This came up as well in a different reading I did, but forgiveness. Forgive yourself for any past transgressions and anybody who has hurt you. Let it go. Be in flow. I love you guys so much. It is such a blessing to be here with you, collective. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this message, please hit the thumbs up button to give me a like on this video. Go ahead and leave a comment below and subscribe if you haven't already. It would mean so much to me. Wishing you so much love on this journey to this new path and to becoming this whole new person. You are ready. You are ready. And I'm so proud of you. All right. Bye-bye, guys.